Hello everyone. I, Dr. Sarita Kumari, Assistant Professor, Maitrey College, University of Delhi, welcome you in this lecture of Microsoft Excel for National Workshop on Statistical Analysis of Biological Data. Before I start, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the organizers of this workshop for giving me this opportunity to be a resource person in such an important workshop for students, researchers, and faculties. Introduction to Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet program used to record and analyze numerical and statistical data. Various operations like calculations, pivot tables, graph tools, macro programming can be done easily by Microsoft Excel. It is compatible with almost all kinds of operating systems such as Windows, macOS, Android, and iOS. How to start working in Microsoft Excel? Running Excel is similar to running any other Windows program. If you are running Windows with Windows XP, Vista, Windows 10, or Windows 7, follow the following steps. Click on Start menu, point to All Programs, point to Microsoft Excel, click on Microsoft Excel. Alternatively, Microsoft Excel can also be opened from the Start menu if it has been added there. In addition, it can also be opened from the desktop shortcut if you have created one. At present, mobile version of Microsoft Excel is also available on App Store and Play Store. In addition, Google Sheet is also a spreadsheet program included as a part of the free web-based Google Docs editors suite offered by Google. Although it seems like using Microsoft Excel on a desktop or laptop is different from using it through a mobile app or online as Google Sheets, but most of the commands used in different versions are basically same. Let's start understanding the Microsoft Excel interface. This image shows the Excel application window with the Home tab active and an open workbook containing one empty worksheet, like ribbon tabs, name box, cells, ribbon groups, ribbon controls. What are columns, rows, and cells in Microsoft Excel? Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet which can be understood similar to a typical table, which is a collection of columns and rows. Alphabetical letters are usually assigned to the columns and numbers are usually assigned to rows. The point where a column and a row meet is called a cell. The address of a cell represents a specific column and a row, like in this figure, highlighted cell represents column C and row 6. To resize the columns, change the width of one column and then drag the boundary on the right side of the column heading till the width you want. The other way of doing it is to select the format from the Home tab, and in format you have to select autofit column width under the cell section. On clicking on this, the cell size will get formatted. Similarly, row size can also be formatted. Microsoft Excel ribbon. Microsoft Excel ribbon is the row of tabs and icons at the top of Excel window that allows us to quickly find, understand, and use commands for completing a certain task. There are following basic components of a Microsoft Excel ribbon. Ribbon tab that contains multiple commands logically subdivided into groups. It includes File to jump into the backstage view that contain the essential file-related commands and Excel options. Home contains the most frequently used commands such as copying and pasting. Insert used for adding different objects in a worksheet such as images, charts, hyperlinks, symbols, equations, headers, and footers. Page layout. Tools to manage the worksheet appearance on the screen or in print preview. Formulas. Tools for inserting functions, defining names, and controlling the calculation options. Data. Commands for managing the worksheet data as well as connecting to external data. Review allows us to check spelling, track changes, add comments, and notes. View for switching between worksheet views, freezing pans, and others. Help for online and offline assistance. In addition to that, there are certain add-in tabs and contextual ribbon tabs. Add-in tabs appear only when we open an older workbook or load an add-in that customizes the toolbars or menu. Contextual ribbon tabs show up only when we select certain items such as table, chart, shape, or picture. For example, if you select a chart, the design and format tabs will appear under the chart tools. Also, there are few more tabs available in advanced version or tabs are not visible by default such as draw, help, developer, and many others. Sheets and workbooks. A workbook is a collection of worksheets and named as Sheet 1, Sheet 2, and so on. We can delete or add more sheets to suit our requirements. We can rename the sheet names to more meaningful names like daily expenses, monthly budget by using right click. Excel documents are called workbooks. Like worksheets, you can create new workbooks to keep your data separate. Steps to open new workbook. Click File and then click New. Under New, click the blank workbook. Steps involved in entering the data in worksheets. Click an empty cell. For example, cell A1 on a new sheet. Cells are referred by their location in the row and column on the sheet. So, cell A1 is the first row of column A. Type a text or a number in the cell. Press Enter or Tab to move to the next cell. There are some important shortcut keys of Microsoft Excel. To name a few, Ctrl+N to create a new workbook, Ctrl+A to select all the contents in a workbook, Ctrl+P to print a workbook, Ctrl+Z to undo the last action, Shift+Space to select the entire row. And there are many other shortcut commands as you can see in the slide which can make the use of Excel an easy task. Important points before we start working with Microsoft Excel. Save workbooks with backward compatibility in mind. If we are not using the latest features in higher versions of Excel, we should save our files in Excel 1997 to 2003 format for backwards compatibility. Use description names for columns and worksheets in a workbook. Avoid working with complex formulas with many variables. Try to break them down into small managed results that you can use to build on. Use built-in functions whenever you can instead of writing your own formulas. So, dear participants, this is Introduction to Microsoft Excel interface. In the next video, we will learn basic statistical functions in Microsoft Excel. Thank you.